I'm Jovy E with R&B Only, here with the Meagan Good, Taye Diggs,
Rachel Lindsay,
Troy, Terrell Tilford, Leesie Pinto, Elimu Nelson, Chris Angelis, Madison Griggs. What is your favorite R&B song to sing in the shower?
Probably Whitney Houston, I Get So Emotional. Or Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody. That makes me so happy. That's my karaoke jam. And I love it because it just makes me happy.
I don't sing in the shower, but Brian McKnight. Do I ever cross your mind anytime? That one, yeah.
I thought you were going to go with Back at One, but that's a good...
Well, that came to me next. It's got a Michelle and Degacello sample, and that really hits me.
anything Adele right now. Anything Adele. You just feel like you sound good. You just, yeah, you think you are her.
SWV. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and then something takes over. You know what I mean?
Okay, now we take it back. I love that.
If anyone heard me singing in the shower, they would cut the water off. Meet me at the altar in all white dress. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of hyped and just, it's got some love in it.
The remix or the original?
Always the original.
Probably some like Beyonce. I love Love on Top because it goes so high and I sound so bad. So I really go in. I'm like scrubbing my hair. I'm like, yeah.
If I'm belting at the top of my lungs, never fail with Papillon. Shaka Khan. Chanson Papillon, just like butterflies, like hot butterflies.
The musicals are calling next. The musicals are calling next. I love that for you.
They're not calling me.
In the shower, swim good at 8:30 in the morning. Swim good, pick off your shoes. Swim good, swim good.
Hey, you got a little groove to it.
Tune, but if you have the swag and if you mean it, then it plays
A
out.
little groove, I love it.
Karma by Summer Walker. Trying to get the melody together.
But you know what's one that will never leave my brain? Session 32, Threw Away Your Love.
Love letters. I thought to make me feel better. I finally got you out my bed, but I still can't get you out my head.
New School R&B versus old School R&B. What is your preference?
I don't know what new R&B is these days. I only listen to, I guess, old school R&B. So I guess old school. I don't know what the new is. Give me an example.
SZA, Ari Lennox.
Oh, they're great too. I like them both. Yeah, R&B, I like the progression.
Old school. I feel it more. There's something about when someone hits a note and you feel every single emotion within it. That's old school R&B.
Oh, I'm old school. Old school all day long. Like, how old school are we talking though?
Anything pre-2010 is old school.
Are you talking about like Usher, Genuine, Tyrese, or Luther, man? Like, where we going with, you know?
All that. But I know a little something now. Play with somebody safe.
Honestly, like the old school originally just planted the seeds, you know what I mean? And like the new school, I see like a lot of people like remaking the songs, but just putting their own lyrics to it. It was just like a feel, you know what I mean? Like I could just get in a car and I can play that whole, or I can be around my family and my girl or whatever the case may be, and you could just hear it and it's just a vibe.
You know what, I'm gonna take it back even one more step because I saw a clip the other day. It was Bobby Blue Bland, B.B. King, and James Brown, and the soul of these three dynamic figures and the music and the way it resonated, it literally brought tears to my eyes. So I'm gonna have to back it up and go a little bit more back. Yeah.
New school.
What's the difference for you?
Ooh, I don't know.
Old school R&B. Yeah, old
What's the
school.
biggest difference for you?
Everything's sampled nowadays. If you take, I think it's Chilembo by Janae Aiko. That is Summertime from before. I believe it is. Like, don't quote me on it, right? So, like, I really like the originals.
New school because I'm 24. And
He's a baby.
I'm a baby. So that's what I'm around most. But man, tough answer.
What do you think is the biggest difference between the two?
Nowadays, it's honestly just the mix of different genres. I feel like R&B has sort of blended into hip hop and blended into rap and honestly even pop a lot of times. So I feel like the genre has sort of spread a little thin, but that's also why some old school R&B and that sound sort of carries through.
Old school all day, every day. I feel like old school was more so about love and passion. These days, I think we can all make our head up for it.
Who are some new School R&B artists that you feel like are still carrying that torch?
I like Sir. I'm gonna say Sir. That's the first one.
I would definitely say Chris Brown. Chris Brown is one. I like Bryson Tiller. Even even the women, Janae Aiko, she's really good. Sabrina Claudio, I believe her name is. I like her. Beyonce, obviously. Love Beyonce. She's not so new school, but you know what I mean?
She stays relevant. She keeps it fresh.
Middle of both, you know what I mean?
You know, I'm really excited about where music is going. As much as the blogs or whoever want to say, oh, you know, R&B is dead and all that, it's like, no, we all right. We're going to be good.
Would Kehlani be considered R&B? Oh, I love me some Kehlani. I love Victoria Monet. When I hear her sing, it feels like butter. Yeah.
That's exactly what it gives. It gives butter for sure.
Kiana Lede. I love Kiana Lede. Giveon. There's like so many.
Why don't you name some people? And if I've heard of them, I'll let you know.
Okay, SZA.
Yeah.
Brent Fayez, Lucky Day.
Lucky Day was put on to me by my goddaughters.
Okay,
Yes.
so you know a little something.
I might know if I hear it, but in terms of like giving you the actual names, I have a 9-year-old son, so my attention is right there.
SZA blends into pop a little bit, so it's a little blending. If you want to include Frank Ocean in R&B, Frank Ocean is the cure to happiness, sorrow, pain, joy, everything.
Okay, hands down, Summer Walker, her, Beyonce. I really like Frank Ocean. I love him. I love
Baby girl, she's a baby, but she know a little something. Who would you say is your queen of R&B?
Aretha Franklin just came to mind. Of course, Mary J. Blige, Faith.
I like that. Those are good answers.
Aretha. I mean, I gotta give it to Aretha. May she rest in peace.
Aaliyah. I would have to say Aaliyah for sure. Absolutely 100%.
My mother grew up with Tina Turner performing at her high school. And so I want to go with Tina Turner.
If you like it, I love it.
Like I said, I love Kehlani. I love Kehlani.
Is Jill Scott considered? Because I know it's more like neo soul.
Love a neo soul queen. Yeah.
So Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, like that whole movement was like that was woo.
It's gonna be SZA as of right now.
Beyonce.
I like her. Keep her around for a long time. Okay. What's an R&B album that you can listen to start to finish without any skips?
What's Faith, her first album? Faith and Mary J. Whatever their first albums are.
Jagged Edge, Jagged Little Thrill, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Baby, I promise that I'll stay true. Don't let nobody say it ain't so.
Musicarium. I gotta go there. You can't go wrong.
Dude, it makes you feel something.
Anti by Rihanna. Front to back to front, middle to back, all of it.
I remember exactly where I was when that album, like work, like.
Ooh, that takes me back to like high school.
Oh my gosh, you're a baby.
I'm 26. How old are you?
Okay. Ooh, yikes, no.
Baduism, Peace Beyond Passion, Michelle Ndigant-Cello. Do you quantify that as R&B?
Absolutely. I think neo soul falls perfectly under the R&B umbrella. There's just so many varieties within it.
If we're gonna have to go with Nostalgia Ultra, I'm sorry that it's very one track, but again, that is the answer to a lot of my problems.
Session 32. That is one.
That entire EP just eats.
It's like really sad because she been through a lot.
Shout out to Summer Walker. Shout out to Summer Walker.